All right, so we've got in front of us a screen showing your personal economic money model. The personal economic money model is a bunch of tanks and tubes. But how it works in a very small and short version is this. When you begin your financial life, you've got a huge amount of lifetime income potential. This just means that you're going to have a ton of money flow through your personal economic money system. That could be millions and millions of dollars. If I were going to use an example, if I would say that you're a 35-year-old working to 65 and you were going to have an income of $150,000, and if your net worth was $250,000, please believe me, I know that not everybody listening to this is that situation. But understand, you probably know somebody who's 35 years old. You probably know somebody who's making $150,000 a year. If this were your situation, and I calculate this out over a lifetime, the point is $7.1 million is going to roll through that person's economic money model. You may have a much larger economic capacity than what I'm showing you here. But the wealth potential of this individual is actually $13 million. When we talk to people about the money rolling through their system, it's truly about proving out how many dollars are running through your system. But the big thing is not how much is running through, but how much are you hanging on to? What is your future going to be with all this money that's going to flow through your world? So when I go back to the model and I talk about this tube, everybody knows that we have a responsibility to do more than just make money and have it flow through our lifestyle. You see, we've got tons of things we're going to spend money on: houses, homes, education, our entertainment, just our lifestyle, the clothing, the movies, the things that we do, the things that we enjoy, the travel. We have money needs and concerns our whole life. And what we all need to do, we need to build some type of an investment and savings plan over our lifetime. Some of you have already done a great job of this. Some of you are just beginning. But this is how I see these tanks and tubes looking. Most people start out building their investment tanks with a lot of risk. And it's because they really want to hit the home run. They want to make their money, make as much money as possible. And unfortunately, chasing after the home runs has caused many, many people to lose more than what they could have made if they'd have just learned to be consistent. So we talk a lot about building this safe savings tank at Freedom Strategy Group. See, we want people to build a safe, predictable, and certain future. And in order to do that, you need to start with the foundation. You don't build your financial home building the roof first. You build your financial home by building your foundation. And if you've got your foundation right, all things seem to work. So long story short is this. We all know that we need to build savings and investment over our lifetime. A lot of folks that we talk to build this top portion of the investment tank with 401ks, IRAs, qualified plans, SEP plans, simple plans. And it's because the financial institutions of the world are selling those plans. So guys, when I'm talking to you, I'm trying to relate to this is what your world would look like if you weren't talking to Freedom Strategy Group. This is what everybody is saying. Build your investments, maximize your 401k, defer as much tax as possible so that you're not overpaying taxes. All that makes sense, right? Well, I'm going to be talking about some things that may be a very different way of looking at things. Also, besides the money flowing out of this tube, the only way that it gets there is because you have to have disciplines. So what you got to do is you got to bring this lifestyle regulator down to a percentage where you are saving some money over your lifetime. We're probably going to own homes or a house. If we own a house, we're going to purchase it at whatever level that makes sense to our economic capacity. We're probably going to go get some financing. If we get some financing against our house, we're going to have a house that's maybe worth, I don't know, let's say it's worth $300,000, and if we've got 20% down, we'll have a $240,000 mortgage. So that's what the house situation would look like, the investments and savings. So if that's your life, if that's what your world looks like today, how could you work with your money to make it work better? That's what we're going to try to tackle that question about how do you make and manage this money. So I want you to see the next segment. It's going to be about managing money through your lifetime, through your accumulation phase of life and through your distribution phase of life. I'm looking forward to showing you this next piece.